Hey guys, it's Solid Snake 1993 here, and this is a game using the F2000, which is a horrible gun in my opinion. You know, I got kinda used to it, but it's just really hard to kill people with. I have the silencer on it and cold-blooded, so no stopping power, which makes it even worse really. And I have scavenger, because without scavenger or one-man army really, you just run out of ammo way too quick. I think it only has about 60 reserve bullets, and the high rate of fire plus how long it takes to kill people, you just run out of ammo too quick. And I have ninja just for no reason really. It's just probably my favorite third perk. And I start off the game pretty well. I stay around one area. I don't really just camp, I don't think. Some people might call this camping, but I'm just not like ADSing at one point, although as soon as I say that I start ADSing, but at least I was trying to kill someone. I'm not just like sitting in a corner ADSing at one point. I'm running back and forth around areas, actually going in for kills and stuff. So yeah, I try to outplay this guy, but there are bullets flying everywhere, and then I lose him and I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? So I wanted to preserve my kill streak. I was actually going to turn this video into a series where I show you guys how to use sort of underpowered weapons, or just harder to use weapons like this, but I have an idea for another series that instead, and I do have a couple videos ready to go for it, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to go about using it. But yeah, I get my Predator missile here and I try to deploy it safely, and there's a guy there and he kills me. Same guy that I had just killed as well, just sprinted there with Marathon Lightweight. But anyway, I use my Predator. My other kill streaks are Harrier and Pavlo, I believe. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, now back to the same thing that I was doing before, just staying around one area or something looking for people. But anyway, with the F2000, if you do want to use it for whatever reason, one thing that I found, even though it has a lot of oh, here we just have a massive random fight, both out of bullets, and you know, both fail. There's one of my rare attempts at knifing people. I very rarely knife, but if you're using the F2000, I found that burst firing just does not work. I mean, you think a gun with a lot of recoil, you're gonna have to burst fire a lot, but it's not powerful enough to burst fire. You will not be able to kill people unless they haven't seen you. So I recommend trying to full auto fire the entire time and just try to control the recoil rather than burst firing and, you know, not killing them in time. So I kill the camper there, and you know, I'm just waiting for people. Another thing is, I try to stay to the sides of the maps. You know, I do run through the middle just a little bit, but generally I keep my back towards the wall, so there's not much chance of someone like creeping up from the side or something, because I will not win if someone surprises me. It's just, this gun's way too weak. So you saw before that my secondary is the Magnum as well, which I think there are a lot of overpowered weapons in Modern Warfare 2, as do a lot of people, and I don't really like using a lot of secondaries because they are pretty powerful. So I put on the Magnum, which I don't think it's too powerful, and it's actually quite helpful when you don't have sleight of hand on to have a handgun, because then when you run out of ammo you can just use the quick draw and pull it out and finish off the person, which I failed to do before and ended up having to knife him, unfortunately. But anyway, my Harrier gets me my Pavlo. So as soon as I get my last kill streak, I kind of feel a little bit relieved, and I decide to run around a bit more, which generally does get me killed, but you know, I survive for a little bit longer here and attempt to kill this guy. He's just camping there, so it's pretty free kill, nice and easy, and I just run away to deploy my Pavlo. I was trying to keep my death as low as possible. I don't know about you guys, but in my opinion, I like having a big spread rather than a big kill-death ratio. I suppose you could have both, but I think having a larger spread of kills is better than having a kill-death ratio, but you know, that doesn't really apply to free-for-all, because you can only get 30 kills anyway. So I was just like, yeah, alright, I'll stay back and try to not die and try to get a high kill-death ratio with this horrible weapon. But I do pretty well. I do drop shot quite a lot because it's hard to win in 1v1s. But you know, just sneak up on the enemy and kill them, just like that guy did to me. How dare he? But anyway, I spawn and get killed immediately, so I obviously failed at preserving my KD, but anyway, I go for the revenge kill. That's another thing, I always go for revenge kills. I don't know whether that's just me, but I think it's just instinct. If someone kills you from somewhere, you want to go back and kill them, and unfortunately I couldn't actually find the guy that killed me, but there's just one random guy just crouching all around. Just like, that's actually how I started playing Modern Warfare 2, because I knew in other games, in other like online FPS games, that sprinting makes you show up on the radar. I'm not sure exactly what game it was. It might have been Resistance. Don't know, but I thought that in COD, because since Modern Warfare 2 was my first game, I thought sprinting makes you show up on the radar as well. But apparently it didn't, so I actually spent my first couple weeks playing just crouching around everywhere, because I didn't want to sprint and give away my position. But anyway, after that random fact, this is the end of the video. So I did pretty well, I think. I went 30 and 6 with probably the weakest assault rifle, if not one of the weakest guns in the game. But that's the end of the video, so thanks for watching. See ya.